Last time on Cryptopolis, we were working on a new mod called Nature's Aura. We built the Ritual of the Forest. We did some different crafting with that. We then built a natural altar, and we started getting this thing up and running. And in between episodes, I made the ancient tree. This guy right here, the ancient sapling through the ritual of the forest, and this helps with aura in the area because this thing did not have any aura. So this altar is now working. It looks like this is slowly decaying, and we can replace this without crafting this stuff right here. You do need a dandelion, a poppy, a sugarcane, an oak sapling, wheat seeds, and a gold leaf. We can put these guys on or in a botany pot with a 1% chance every time to get a sapling. Not very effective, but we are attempting. I've got this botany pot set up right here, which is an elite botany pot. That's something new that we haven't really played around with. You take a regular botany pot with some blocks of iron and an ender pearl. Now we have ender pearls, and we can utilize these. It produces a lot better and a lot more stuff. There is an ultra botany pot as well, but we need nether stars for that, so we're not going to get into that right away. But we got a void upgrade in here just in case we fill up with ancient logs. Hopefully we will get ourselves more ancient saplings. And to be honest, hopefully we don't need that many more going through this quest line, which we should be able to finish out relatively quickly. And what I want to look at before we get running back into the things here is first I wanted to look at the chapter challenges. We need 64 energized steel. Looks like we're going to need 64 uraninite, 64 Certus quartz, 16 charged snowballs. That is a weird one. We need 24 singularities. And 64 fluix crystals. That will give us the creative blaze cake for the blaze burners. And something to look at. Doesn't look like we need anything too bad from Nature's Aura, but I wanted to look into the wither skeletons from the summoning rituals. Now, it says we need a 5x5x5 region around the summoning altar for the skeleton. We need coal and we need black dye. Now, I cleared this thing out, but luckily I did leave one spawner intact. And I thought this thing was shut off, but I guess not. So what I need to do is I need to filter the skeletons that are in this guy to the center here, and we can do that with our warped warp blocks and a hammer. Yes. If we place these guys like this, and then we right click, I know, water in the nether is such a weird thing, but if we click this right here, it should push everything into the middle, and then I should be able to pretty much remove the torches down here. I should then be able to put in coal and the black dye. I should be able to grab my soul beads, and I should be able to spawn a wither skeleton. Yep. Okay. So what I need to do now is I need to make a new data module. This guy right here. Shouldn't be too hard, because we're going to need to right click this, and then we're going to need our what is it called? Hostile. It is called the deep learner. Yes, we need this. We need this on here. Okay. I have a data module now for wither skeletons. So, what we can do here is a couple of different things. We can get to where we've only killed 6 of these, and then we can put this in the simulation chamber up here. And as you guys have seen, the Enderman is at 768 out of 900 data collected. Now, when this runs a prediction, every prediction that it runs counts as 1 point to here, whereas if we kill the wither skeletons, it differentiates, right? I'll show you. If we grab this data module here, and we right click and throw this guy in here, we need 8 more Enderman, because we get 18 data per kill. That is the big difference between running both of these. So what we're gonna do is we are going to kill some wither skeletons, see if we can't get this to like the next tier, and then go from there. I think it's gonna be best if we get rid of all of that. We have some coal. Yeah, I think it's going to be best if we get this at least to the advanced tier. But we will see. Hopefully we can do this. We got the module up to the basic tier, or the advanced tier rather. And now it's going to run through 300 different data iterations. And once it does that, it will move to the next tier, and then so on and so forth. And what I have here is this should be set up to where the predictions come in here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Once there is a successful one, which we can use our time in a bottle to speed this up if we shift right click. And you can see it's going a lot faster, and the data is being collected even though the wording is not going faster. Yep, there we go. Wither skeleton prediction comes in, the wither skeleton skulls get departed out, and then the nether prediction gets out of here. Perfect. So we're going to go through this many predictions, and hopefully this gets us a lot of wither skeleton skulls that we can use at a later date. Jumping back into Nature's Aura, we need to make the offering table. This is where we last left off. It's going to take the tokens that we have here of sorrow, fear, anger, and joy, our infused iron block, our tainted gold block, and 3 wooden stands, which I did craft off camera, and now we have the Nature's offering table. I actually need to get the book back. It looks like it wants us to make the rage and wrath, terror and trepidation, grief and anguish, and euphoria and delight. This is going to be an offering of the gods with the spirit of calling with the other tokens. So let us look in our system, because I believe, yes, I have at least one of each token. Looking in the book here, we have a few things that have been unlocked for us. That's not really what we need. Alright, so what we can do is we can do the token, I believe it's called. Exchanging token of joy for a much stronger version in this guy right here. So we're just going to place this down. What is this called? The offering table. And this is called a spirit. Is this... I think it's going to go a little bit further. Offering to the gods. So this is where we're at. Aha. Yeah. We need... it's going to be another thing like this. So we're just going to put it over here. So let's go ahead and visualize this right here. This is what we need. So first things first, we can place this guy down. If we look in the book, it says prepare the offering to the gods. Any type of flower can be used. Looks like we need 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 24, and 12 is 36 flowers. I think I actually have enough dandelions to do this. Yeah, looking at these different mod packs, or different mods within the pack, if they have a book, like Immersive Engineering does, that is always the smartest route to go when confused about something. But we do have a complete thing. Okay, crafting the offering table. It's exchanging the token of joy. Do we just... Yes! That is exactly what we do. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, that scared the crap. That is so cool. So cool. Oh, come on. Oh, it worked. Neat. So we've got the Rage and Wrath. We've got this one. We're going to do the Token of Fear next. And then all that's left is the Zap Doll, which I need to make more of these spirits. Which I don't have the bottle. Last one. Super cool there. And then we need to do this Ingot of the Skies, which we can do with the Tainted Gold Ingot and get 2 at a time, or the Infused Iron, which we can only get 1 at a time. So, I don't think we have either one, right? Nope. So let's go try to get some gold, I guess. Let's grab ourselves those ingots, now that I have these. I don't know if we can do 2 at a time like that. But it looks like we can. Looks like we could do a stack if we wanted to. That's fine. The next thing that we need to do is come back over here to this guy and turn the stone into this infused rock. We're gonna need 8 of these. And I was already messing around with this last time, and we have everything that we need because we need to craft a crumbling catalyst and the transmutation catalyst. This requires a lunar sapling, the infused rock, token of rage, token of terror, and 2 of the ingots of the skies. This one requires a dusk sapling, infused rock, the other 2 tokens, and the ingots. So again, going into blue skies, making sure that we have all of the things that we need is very important. So, lunar sapling, we need the tokens. Hopefully this is a shapeless crafting recipe, or we're in for a fun treat. But there is that. Try to get this thing to grow. There we go. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, we got the lunar sapling back. That's still neat. This is why I love magic mods, is because of things like this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. There we go. Nice. So we did the lunar sapling, and we actually got the lunar sapling back, which is pretty neat. The last thing that we need to do, of course, is place the dusk sapling. We do need to grab some more of the golden powder. I think last episode I kept calling it power. Misspeaking. It's fine. And we actually need 16 of these per ritual. That's what you're going to need. So corners like this, like so, and we going to shift, twerk it till we can't work it no more. Dusk sapling. 2 ingots, token of euphoria, and token of grief. That did not work. Is it because the aura in the area? Or do I actually need to... I don't think so. Maybe in the upper left there, you can see that we don't have a lot of aura, so maybe that's what's preventing us. Would you believe me if I just noticed that the sapling was off by a block? Yeah, that was it. I grew the one more sapling I had to see if that would help, and it was just off. I had the sapling right there instead of right there. Well, aren't I just special? There we go. Nice. So that has moved us into Fluix Dust, which we can get from an inscriber. Looks like we can turn Fluix crystals. Once again, we can turn ethylene into Fluix crystals, or we have to do an offering of the gods with Fluix Dust. Fluix Dust we can get from Certus Quartz with the transmutation catalyst underneath the natural altar. The Certus Quartz we get from taking Ingot of the Skies through the crumbling catalyst, which is this guy right here. So, what we should do is we should probably make a bunch of the Ingot of the Skies and then put the crumbling catalyst underneath this guy. And I don't think I have an Ingot of the Skies, so we will have to go a little bit further with our gold. Do I have the... It's not infused. It's tainted gold. I have 4 more, which would net me 8. And that would complete the all-around, aura all-around, but I need 64 Certus Quartz here and 64 here. Let's see now. We gotta do some figuring, right? The uses for this is we're going to turn it into Certus quartz crystals. Certus quartz crystals can be fully grown by the Certus quartz cluster, which is from any of these budding Certus quartz, but we can't make the budding Certus quartz because the recipe's not there. We can craft cut Certus quartz blocks, but we're not going to do that. We can buy it from a villager, offering of the gods, or the chemical crystallizer with oxygen. The decondenstrating. There it is. Okay, so the pressurized reaction chamber (PRC) can turn water and ethylene into oxygen. I think the electrolytic separator, yeah, the electrolytic separator can separate water and turn it into hydrogen and oxygen. So that is how we get oxygen through mechanism. Ethylene made from liquid ethylene, which is made in a PRC with hydrogen and water. So the hydrogen, okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get a electrolytic separator and pump water into it. Take the oxygen out, and that is going to go into a crystallizer to make Certus quartz crystals. The hydrogen is going to come into a pressurized reaction chamber with water and biofuel to make ethylene. The ethylene then can be put into the crystallizer to make fluix, right? Biofuel is going to be made in a crusher with any organic matter. So I think we can set up a system to where, like, potatoes look pretty good. They make 5. What's the best? What was 7? That was a baked potato. I don't want to bake potatoes. There was an 8. Cake, Cookie was 7. A warped wart block was 7. Pumpkin was 5. Normally pumpkin's the best. So I think if we just set up a bunch of potatoes, we can do this. For now, though, I'm going to sleep the rain away. And I think we're going to take these guys with our last spirit and go ahead and get what we need. I was wrong. You got to take the crumbling catalyst and place it above one of these. It says in the book, you got to place it above one of the 4 lower golden stone blocks around the altar, and then place the ingredients in the altar as per usual. So I'm going to turn all of these ingots into the Certus quartz, and then from there, I should be able to do an offering to the gods with nether quartz to turn 4 of them into Certus quartz. Why not? And then the fluix is going to be done with the transmutation catalyst with the other 4 dust. Should be a quick toss of the nether quartz. And we should get us some Certus quartz crystals. Bam, there we go. So the next thing that we need to do is get the fluix dust, which is through the transmutation catalyst. And if we look that up, it says we have to place it on top of any of the 4 lower golden stone bricks. So I'm assuming we can't have both of these, but let's try it. If I put that there, can I do this? It works. It works. That's awesome. And then I believe that this is the same thing. Yep, piece of nether quartz to the fluix crystal. Oh yeah, quest complete. So that completes all of chapter 4-1, Nature's Aura. Pretty neat little quest line. I enjoyed it. And we do actually have ourselves a little bit of the stuff we need to get into AE2. AE2, Applied Energistics, is a great mod pack. It's going to allow us to slim up our system quite a bit. Where we don't need chests, we can have digital storage with a disk drive and stuff like that. We need a controller and all kinds of craziness. We can actually get into auto crafting, I believe, which this, I don't think this actually has it, but we can. We don't have a lot of stuff to go, if we're being honest, but I do want to go down the mechanism route, because as you see, this leads us into Certus quartz and Fluix quartz as well. So what we need to do is we need to make this. We need 54 blocks of aluminum and 44 blocks of steel, and then we need ourselves a netherite gear. That is pretty crazy. Where is... I'm assuming that, yeah, that's just a pretty easy craft. We're going to throw these and that into the system. Then we need aluminum, and we need steel, which is why I made a bunch of these steel blocks. So it should be... Yep. Okay. It's a 5x5 that we can put right here. Not too bad. We simply throw this at it. Yep, there we go. I think what we want to do is we probably want to go ahead and make a second set of these. We do get 11 of them, but I know that we're going to be making a bunch of different machines. We need the metallurgic infuser, the enrichment chamber, the osmium compressor. We have the chemical crystallizer, the PRC here. We know we're going to need an electrolytic separator. We're going to need a crusher. We're going to need a few things. So I'm going to go ahead and make one more batch of this. That'll give us the availability to make 22 machines roughly. And hopefully that'll be enough to get us through the craziness that is mechanism. Oh, we're all done with nature's aura, but I do have two saplings. That's pretty neat. I'm going to go ahead and just, for now, move this. I don't really need what is in here. We can link it to the system if we want to. We did craft ourselves another set of these steel casings. I'm going to throw those in here, and we have ourselves a metallurgic infuser. What this does is what it says. It infuses metals. I believe we can set this guy. Yep, it gets power from the bottom. So we can make the reinforced alloys, we can make the infused alloys, we can make the atomic alloys. There's tons of things that we can do. And this kind of sets us on the path to refined obsidian, as well as, yeah, refined obsidian ingots. So we need basic control circuits, advanced control circuits, and our very first alloys, which is redstone and iron. 10 millibuckets of redstone is what we need. So if we grab some redstone here and we grab some iron, we can throw the iron in here. 10 millibuckets of redstone, which is one piece of redstone, should get us an infused alloy. And so I'm going to dump the rest of the redstone in here, and we're going to get ourselves a bunch of alloys, and we can speed this up with our time in a bottle, making this a little bit faster. We don't want to speed it up too much so that we're losing power. But this gets us into the quest line that is Mechanism. And Mechanism is an awesome mod. I've played with it quite a few times. I've done the mecha suit armor, which yep, I have made this mecha suit armor. It's pretty neat. It's like some Halo armor. But that is where we are going to end things today. We've gotten through quite a bit of the quest book when it comes to Nature's Aura. We got ourselves into some basic AE2 stuff. We're going to dive through Mechanism, really automating the stuff that we're going to need for AE2. We're also going to be collecting ourselves the things that we're going to be needing for the Chapter 4 challenges. Snowballs is something that we're definitely going to need to look at getting. This ball cast here actually isn't bad. I can actually do that relatively soon. And we are going to need to get into the matter condenser from Applied Energistics to get the singularities so that we can get 24 singularities. Yep. So we can turn those in. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time, like I said, we're going to finish Mechanism. We're going to start diving into Powha and Applied Energistics. And then, really, it's going to be a pretty quick wrap-up here before too long. Gear of Gears, Blocks of Blocks, Dust of Dust, Ultimate Crafting Table, and then the Cryptic Infinity, which... these middle items are the only things that we don't have. We have the Scorched Netherrack, we have the Scorched Stone. It's all coming really, really fast. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you stick with the rest of the series. A few more episodes and I think we're going to be done. If you enjoyed the episode, let me know that you did by leaving a like, leaving a comment. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Check the description for all the different ways to follow me. And I will see you on the next one.